Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bets.net Challenger Series. We're quickly going to jump straight into this one. Unfortunately seem to have missed the pistol. Apologies for that. A couple of technical issues on our end. Have a small drop in the net, as it seems. We missed most of the pistol round, at least. Just the last couple of frags to come through there. Apologies, we are in little bit shaky territory. We seem to be stable. I think we're okay. All right, then. Well, QB.Fire will take control of the first round here on their CT side. Once again, apologies for getting started late into this one. But Inferno will be the final map of our best of 3 series for today. So the logos are also wrong, so we'll get that changed as soon as we can. Again, we've had a couple of tech problems over on our side, so do bear with us while we try and get things back up to pacing right here between QB.Fire and Red Reserve. Red Reserve did take themselves a bomb plant in that pistol round, so they could have actually decided just to keep things together until the rifle came around. Could have got an early one out as a result, but no, they're going to invest into a couple of AKs. The Eagles coming out here for the T side. Bit of Kevlar helmet across the board here. A minute will be remaining on the clock to see whether they're going to try and pit through this initial apartment's default. Plessin burned, taken down by Waterfalls' UMP. A small gap through that smoke and moon, which is towards the other side to pick things apart. Freddy Frog will deal it. Taking much more 4 versus 4, so one of the AKs still fragging away. It will be nice to get that second AK back on the hands of Relaxer with the Kevlar and the helmet, and indeed he will get that out. 30 seconds remain, however, for Red Reserve to make the push into the bomb site. Oh, 2 players to deal with, Belina and Waterfalls. Here comes first smoke out towards long side in arch towards library. Belina spotting out alongside Waterfalls to spray down Relaxer, suppressing the 2 remaining players, and Batten's going to get dealt with. Freddy Frog going to try and ride back, but DJL has been taken out. It's all Freddy alone. USP's tap up, and all they have to do is stall for time. QB.Fire we'll take a second round very quickly into that one. Yeah, an early good start here for QBF. This is going to be the crucial map of the series. Both squads have had a decent number of wins on it in the past, you know. QB.Fire have taken victories above Team Eaters, Dream Eaters, LDLC, Gambit. They've got their own decent repertoire alongside Red Reserve, who have taken victories above Godsent, Haru, Fragsters, and Status, and many other capable teams across the board here. I think that QB.Fire's repertoire slightly beats them out. So far, it's just going to be 2 frags going to the favour of the CTs, untraded as of right now. Damage been done to Kick at the very least. Keep him on 28 HP. He's still going to hold a very aggressive position right here outside of Coffins. Eventually, Boomich is just going to be wrapping his way around with the SMG. Eventually 2-for-1 trade. It's still just me up to DJL as he is the lone man fragging, the lone man standing. Lone man to fall there alongside the rest of Red Reserve. 3-0 start for QB.Fire. And the AKs will come into fruition for Red Reserve. 4-by round out. QB.Fire still have a couple SMGs they want to get value out of here for the CT side. Shots on shots ring out. And Boomich is going to be able to take Pleasant to kick things off. The CTs with the aggression, backing right back into the apartments. They found the first frag of the Red Reserve side. They hold a passive waiting for the T's to make the push into their part of the map, into their side of things. Minute still left on the clock to be going on here. Smokes go down. Kick's going to keep him. T-side player suppressed alongside Jimcrow, who's also back here. Oh, nice blind shots on Freddy Frog. Taking only a little bit lower. The second face brings him to half HP. But will it be enough to get the overall frags? Relaxer on top of this gap. Oh, can't spot Jimcrow, but he does eventually see him. Does he? Maybe not. He's spraying his way on through. Looking for the shots on shots, looking for the frags. So's Jimcrow spraying his way. Trying to get a lucky headshot. Trying to catch one of these T-side players off guard. Vic's also spraying his way, getting Relaxer down at 12 HP. They are so close to this one. 20 seconds remain now for Represent to make the push into the bomb site. Flashbang over. Vic's finally going to get dealt with, but Waterfalls is there for a trade, as is Freddy Frog to a 3 versus 3. But Jimcrow's waiting. He knows Red Reserve have made this mistake before. A small, low bomb timer takes down Button. Looks for Freddy. He stalled for enough time, though. There will be not enough to plant this bomb, especially with Boomich coming from the other side, taking himself 3 frags and taking care of the last of the CT force. That's a 4-0 start for QB.Fire as they run over the Red Reserve side. And they get the double AWPs out as well for the next round. Round 5 coming into fruition. They're going to go full-blown anti-eco for this one. Those SMGs still in play for Belina and Boomich. Grenades down. Button will get the first frag, however. Then he goes straight up through second mid. It looks like he's taking Belina down. Through the apartments, yeah. That's exactly where he is. Dead body, Pleasant's picked up the MP9. Jimcrow also out to position, trying to get a good shot against the bomb plant. And they could have done so right there. Meanwhile, Button's still fragging. 2 Deagle shots, picking off 2 frags. Almost down in the third on Waterfalls. Waterfalls gets a good grenade damage. Sorry, a good tag damage with the AWP. A leg shot on Button, a 3 HP. The grenade isn't able to finish him off. As both players come out 97 points of damage less in their HP bars. The Reserve have control of the A site now. There's still 40 seconds to make the final push. Actually, Waterfalls again could catch off this bomb planter. They are going to head around towards the apartments to try and avoid that gap cross that many CT players like to hold, but once again, Red Reserve are going to exhaust every second of time they've got. Molotov will try and force Waterfalls out of position, but he's still just on the edge of the fire and the flames. 1 tick would have done it, but not to be in this case. In QB.Fire, I don't fancy their chances in the rest of this round. So, Ops going to get saved. MP9 on Boomich is also going to get saved as well. Maybe Relaxer could get a good shot against one of these guys. And yeah, he does take up Jimcrow. Low HP players across the board. They are all dealt with. And only one AWP looks to stay in play unless he gets hunted down all the same. The T-side are going for it. And recover some serious rifles out of this as well. The AWP for Relaxer. Waterfalls trying to focus fire on DJL, but Pleasant is the only man to fall here for Red Reserve. The AWP is recovered, and AK also stays in play for DJL. Passing it out to the likes of Pleasant and the Red Reserve side will invest. believe that was the reference to the shot that Button made down in the apartments. Bellina crediting him for a job well done, and indeed it was a job well done. A shot well placed against the QBF squad. Teams once again go into the defaults. Top shots rattled down. Try and find Firefight. Cross the map here. A minute to go and no frags go to the favour of either squad. They have managed to tag DJL to 45 HP. Seconds does remain here with Mitch still ready for a flash over for a face. Red Reserve will run this time extremely low, and it already comes down to the specifics of the Angels. It's really who's going to come out on top in this particular exchange. 30 seconds left. Waterfalls has an AWP. He's watching down from long, ready for any players to come peeking untoward him. Red Reserve again, they're going to play this one slowly. They've gone towards B and they've gone towards mid. Now the bomb will rotate. Oh, perfect flash, and Boomich is ready to spot them all out. The rotations will be in from QBF, but even that one frag is stalled for enough time. Boomich coming in the backhand side, ready to shut them down, gets himself 3 kills overall, and the bomb cannot get planted with the time left. A single tick was the difference. The Red Reserve will concede a 5th to the favour of QB.Fire, and they've really just got good at exploiting the main issues in this offensive, this T side. Red Reserve up for a pause now, as you would expect. This is like the 6th round they've done this. Running the clock down at 20 seconds before they hit the execution. That's so exploitatable. Exploitable, in short. And Red Reserve will have to think about the way they're going to approach these T-side defaults and how much time they're going to spend on this. Map 10 for DJL. AWP 3 AKs in play for Red Reserve. The AK also for Quick. 3 M4s and the MP9 for Bellina. Likes that MP9 quite a lot, him. And so far, his early play into the B apartments has worked out well enough for QB.Fire for him to hold on to a position towards pit, maybe even re-aggress and try and shut down Red Reserve players as they go in towards an apartments default, but it's all a banana default like it looks like right here. Flashbang over limited utility is still good, still going for the execution. Actually, not going for the execution is still going to hurt them pretty badly as they get traded, and Jimco's still alive towards the back of the site. Pricking up Batten, flashbang over, he's not fully blind, but Plesson does deal with him to a 3 versus 3. Waterfalls is trying to peek up of his own accord. Martov, incendiary, out to Epsilon. And Plassen is completely caught off guard, completely blind, will still get the bomb. Plant Relaxer will trade back Waterfalls to a 2 versus 2. Now the retake is in a full effect for Bellina and Boomich. They know Relaxers towards dark, they know this. Where Waterfalls saw him go as he died. Martov's in, now they're going to eliminate the facts, they're going to know, okay, definitely towards dark now. There's no other options. And Bellina is actually going to get taken down by Freddy. So, just fire towards that one. Boom is going to peek on through. And Relax has the AWP. He needs a single shot. And a single shot is what he will be able to find. And the default for Red Reserve was a bit awkward, though. I'm not sure what the Russian stream is trying to explain, but I was going to explain more something along the lines of around that particular execution, the way that Red Reserve go into that bomb site. That could have been a much easier take if they had gone for the standard smoke on the cross. because otherwise they wouldn't have lost that first pick to the SMG. But they make it work. They lose a lot of players for it, which could put them on an awkward economical stance. Shots ringing out from Relaxer. Tries to take the first face, tries to take the first kill among one of the QB.Fire players, but no CT will be found on that shot. Blessed and Freddy cross-firing down. Waterfalls will be forced back towards Arch. So for the moment in time... Ooh, Boomic's going to get Plesson, however. Good one dig out towards the short area. Waterfalls close to the CZ. Could still do some damage. He takes down Relax to the AWP. Is out of play. $50 seconds. Waterfalls is still here, ready for another frag to go his way. CZ, no. Freddy does shut him down. Headshot on toward him. 4 versus 3 situation. QB.Fire. Still have one man towards the back of A site in the corner, but again, Red Reserve running this clock extremely low. If Boomic takes down the bomb planter, this is going to get awkward as hell. He spots the heads. He drops him. He drops Freddy as well. Spamming with the deagle, and Button's got to run. Quickly pick up this bomb, quickly get the bomb plant. He's got to worry about so many different things in that time. Fortunately, he does recover the situation and plant for back corner. The damage has been done by Boomic, and the rest of the CTs are on rotate. Molina's going to take him down. And Red Reserve, once again, the pressure of the time gets to them. And QB.Fire playing guerrilla tactics here in Inferno. And it is working. Red Reserve. 1-1-8. Oh, jeez, Pleasant. I'm not even sure if that's a joke that many people will get outside of the UK. But regardless... all the number memes coming out to play with on both squads here today. Red Reserve, Eco. Pistols in the Eagles. PT-50 for Freddy Frog. Relaxer with the Glock. Flashbang out, DJL still suppressed. Red Reserve for the most part playing in towards the final position. They're trying to find an entry, but again, just doesn't go their way. Vic takes down DJL. Smoke will keep Freddy Frog from finding a frag towards Coffins, even though there is none to find. Kvik has completely relocated. .30 seconds remaining. Once again, Red Reserve going to run this timer down low. Boomic is going to take Pleasant. Surely there shouldn't be much left for Button as well on 8 HP. And now Freddy and Relaxer need to make this push in. The Incendiary. They keep them at bay for a couple of seconds, but now 10 seconds will remain to try and push in. Once again, they take forever to make the hit work. And they suffer for it as a result, Red Reserve. Admittedly, it was conceding an eco to the QB.Fire side, but conceding another round nonetheless to the ever-growing CT presence that the Russian squad has in the server. The AK is coming out on 4 players here for the T side, the UMP for DJL. And Red Reserve have to change up their strategy somehow, otherwise this T side is going to be a train wreck for the Swedes. It'll be a pretty sad way to end out the night, with 2 series going all the way to 3 maps. Just for Red Reserve to get bodied by QB.Fire. Once again, the first pick will go to the favour of Berliner, this time towards the apartments. Unfortunately, there will be no sick deagle shots from Batten to open up their apartments kills, so they've still got apartments control. They take the first man down as a result. Pleasant is out of the server for the day. The minute will remain on the clock for the push here from Red Reserve. This time they're taking much more standard execution angles. They go in for the push into the A bomb site. Boomic, close but no cigar. Batten takes him out. Berliner will get one more trade back and look for his second. Indeed, he will be able to do so, but Batten trades him out. 3 versus 2, however, it favours QB.Fire. The efforts of the A defensive thinning out the T sideline. The retake will be coming in for the CTs, but can Red Reserve hold this one off? They've only got to worry about a couple of different angles, like Freddy Frog doing right there, taking out one. Batten, quick peek on Kvik. Now it's all Jim Crow alone. 1 versus 2 for a 2K clutch. Batten spots him just above the smoke. Gets deep down of his own accord, but Freddy Frog knows where the last man is. And Red Reserve playing that retake to a T. 2 players staying alive. But QB.Fire's A-site defensive has been strong as anything here against Red Reserve. So he did once again lose 3 players in the push, meaning that 3 players have to reinvest for this round. And you can see what that's going to do. Once again, the UMP is out for DJL. And money is just not allowed to stack here for Red Reserve. QB.Fire just don't allow them any opportunity to stack the cash. This could end up hurting them in the long run. If QB.Fire reset them now, then they may not get another chance to get another round in this half at least. Flashbang's over. Batten here in apartments control. Boomic's going to realise it. But he will back off. Berliner just holding down this one position alongside Boomic. Actually find a frag for it. Batten peeked on, taken down. Berliner's ready for the trade and does peek out, but Batten takes him out the action all the same. 5 on 3 as finally Red Reserve have found the spring in their step to open up the A bomb site confidently in a passive style. The bomb will get planted. Come on, CSGO. Work your animations. That's how you do it. But surely Jim Crow and Kvik can't win this out. As Red Reserve make their way up to 4 rounds. Finally, signs of life begin to show here from the T side. It's taken them a bit of a time to get here. Especially with the damage done to QB.Fire, it means that they won't be able to invest on 2 rounds of lost bonus. It's just the M4 and the UMP that was saved. Just these USPs, just this PT50 here for Berliner. And being held by these pistols to try and hopefully catch an aggressing T side player and shut them down. They put the pistols all on A. But the first man has fallen with no backup incoming from QB.Fire. Red Reserve will try and hit the A site once again as the CTs aggress down Banana. DJL won't catch a single glimpse of them, not, at least not just yet. He may push through the smoke, he may still upset the rifles for this round. But 45 seconds left to go here. Red Reserve have a very confident showing with confident map control towards the A bomb site. Smokes go down. Jimko's going to realise it. Molotovs, incendiaries go back, and Jimko's going to jump right through. Look for Relaxer, but only Relaxer will pick up the kill. DJL takes down Kvik meanwhile, and Freddy Frog shuts Waterfalls out of the action. It's all Belina. Last man left, and all 5 will stay alive for Red Reserve. Kvik taking his anger out on the chicken as well. Seems legit. Flashbang from Boomich trying to gain control of the mid position, expecting a lot of fast aggression from Red Reserve, although what gave him that indication I do not know, because Red Reserve have been the complete opposite of early aggression in this match so far. It's been a very slow default from this T side. We'll go for the mid default. A minute will still be left on the clock. Smokes go through. Ready for the flashbangs. DJL. M4 in his hands. He's going to take point alongside Jumqua for the CT side. He's ready and waiting for these guys. One more player to back him up. That's Kvik. He's ready to put the smokes down as well. Ooh, but shots ring through and they actually connect a bit of damage onto Kvik here. They come straight up with a boost spot. Jumqua sprays his way manically on through to take DJL down. But that's all he will find is this absolute chaos here. He connects a good spray on Relaxer, but Barton is going to take out Waterfalls from that CT cross. Leave it in a 4-on-3 situation for the CT side. Boomich still peeks up and takes Barton back to evens. That's not the fake flashes way on through. Freddy Frog taking out Jumqua. Belina goes forward in next, but Belina burns Platin alive. A chance, maybe, for Boomich. The Molotov will try and slow him down, but he actually, misses that Molotov towards Dark. He's going to force both those T-side players out. The bomb's right there. He's got a defuse kit. He's going to peek him. Spots Freddy. Knows where Relaxer is. He takes the spray, but Relaxer wins it out instead. And Red Reserve hold on by a thread with a team ace for the 6th round on the board for the T side. Maybe that will teach Kvik not to abuse the chickens. Peter is watching, apparently. Because apparently Peter is an almighty god that influences the stats and RNG of CSGO, yeah? QB.F have themselves a half bite. CZ's coming in. Belina's going to take Barton to kick things off, but Freddy Frog quickly on a trade back, and Relaxer will follow through. 4 versus 3. T-side have control of this one once again. It's fending off the CT aggression that QB.Fire have brought to the table with these pistol rounds. Now going to stack the A site with whatever's left of this CT side force. There is no one towards B. They're going to start figuring this out as they start picking players off towards the A site, and especially as DJL makes his way in through Banana. Jimko will try and find a good firefight against Freddy Frog. Just spot them going towards Mexico. He's going to get dealt with. Boomich just left alone. Ooh. There we are. Pleasant. Simple headshot. Dealing damage. Not even going to risk it with a knife. 7 rounds on the board for Red Reserve as they equalise against QB.Fire. QB.F will have themselves a buy-up. AWP coming in for Waterfalls already. 2 M4s out to play. Kvik and Belina should follow through. They could actually get a double AWP setup out if Kvik wanted to go glass cannon. But no, they're not going to opt for that. They're just going to go with the 4M4s. Makes a lot of sense. Let's see if Waterfalls can put this back into effect. He has been an effective player with this AWP. Shots ring out. Barton is going to start to creep in. Oh, a perfect dink against Waterfalls as well. He's on 1 HP. The AWP just falls to pieces. He could have gotten a very good shot against one of those T-side players, but no, now he's completely glass cannoned for the rest of this round. Minutes still left to go on the clock. Red Reserve have their spread out default as standard. They're going to put some utility towards the B-bomb site. They're not going to commit, at least not just yet. They've still got enough for an execution on the B-bomb site. They've got 2 smokes. Oh, but Waterfalls does catch a good piece of vision onto Pleasant. He's got to run away because of that Molotov. He will get taken down. Button, meanwhile, with a trade back on Rumich, 4 versus 4. He'll make his way in through A long. Waterfalls trying to cut him off, but the C side, TT side, well, actually, no, they're not going to commit to the B-bomb side. They're going to rotate back towards A. Belina has taken out Button, meanwhile, meaning that he's now just got a focus fire on the incoming T-side players. 15 seconds. Red Reserve may be about to make the same mistake. Freddy's low. Freddy's down. Belina cross-firing it, looking for the bomb planter. But DJL should be able to get this one down. No trouble, no bother. A retake up for QB.Fire, and they've got a 4 versus 2 situation. Relaxer will make it 3, and Waterfalls on 1 HP is almost technically just a 2 versus 2, but still, that AWP holding a massive cross. Relaxer's going to deal with it. And DJL's going to look on through, look for one of these frags. Desperately trying to take down Kvik, spraying his way on through to 18 HP. And Relaxer's just waiting back in the corner while they draw fire towards his pit position. Finally, Jumco will turn on towards him, taking him out. The action is all Relaxer now. 1 versus 2, he takes the head of the first, and then looking for the head of the second. Kvik will take him down, however, and he's not got a defuse kit, however. So he's just got to take the AK and run away. He's spent way too long trying to get that defuse kit in his belt. In the last round of the half will be 8-7 to the favour of the T side. So once again, Red Reserve, a similar situation to Cobblestone. Didn't quite gain control in the beginning, but after they got started, they started to have a decent shout here. They have won out their T-side half as well. Which is great things. For the Swedes at the moment, but can they convert it into great things overall? That is the question of the moment. Pistol round coming into play. Red Reserve up for a CT side. USP is out. Again, a lot of utility coming in for these guys. A HE and a smoke on DJL. Sorry, HE on DJL, a smoke on Relaxer, and a defuse kit for him. And instantly, Quantum Bellator Fire with 5 pieces of Kevlar. Going to go rushing out towards Archside. Pleasant's here. He's going to get headshots for 2. Look for his third here on Boomich. He's going to run out of ammo, though. And the crossfire will shut him down. The CETs are there to respond as appropriately, but now they've cut off 1 from the rest of the CT side. It's all down to Relaxer. He's got the defuse kit as well. They will try and close in with a backstab, but actually, look at this. Quantum Bellator Fire have held back in Archside. And they make you back towards the A-bomb site. They're going to realize that no one is here. Jermico's going to see all these players who will hold off for a couple of seconds. But look, they've completely gone past the open bomb site. They're going to try to take these CTs down. The Waterfalls is making it work. He's picked up DJL, focusing fire on Freddy. Frog does get the headshot, and it leaves it all to Relaxer in the end. The 1 versus 2. Similar to the B-side defensive, he's got to lock down his headshots with his USP. Looking for heads on towards Waterfalls, but Waterfalls peaks, double peeking alongside Boomich. And they will be able to get the bomb plant, get the 8th round on the board for Quantum Bellator Fire. What a mad round that was. That was just Yeah. Like, it makes so much sense, you know? Like, surely. Once you see 3 CTs back in towards Banana, you must realise they've all pushed it, but no. They went to counter backstab the backstab. I'm confused what QB.F are thinking, but, I mean, hey-ho, they made it work. Yeah, I'm stunned. I've got nothing more to say. I can't. It's going to be a force up here from Red Reserve, as you would expect, after a pistol round loss like that. 4 CZs and a USP for Relaxer. With a little bit of smoke as well. 5 seconds remaining. Pleasant spraying his way on through with a CZ, but Waterfalls will take him down first. The firepower advantage with having that SMG versus the CZ. Still 40 seconds to remain. Red Reserve. A focused fire towards the A site. They've stacked all their players in. Bomb on the back of Kvik. DJL will take down Waterfalls. Red Reserve at least going to hold something out here, but DJL actually doing good work with this CZ. He's picked up a UMP for his trouble, dropping 2 players, but again the B-bomb site has been opened up and Quantum Bellator Fire will go towards it this time. Getting the bomb down away from any CT presence. Red Reserve will set themselves up for a retake. No defuse kit in play. Don't believe they brought one in. 2 UMPs for DJL and Relaxer to play with. 2 from Banana, 2 from CT. They've got to move quick about this one because, again, they are limited on time. Molotovs come out. Relaxer and DJL spotted. Jimiko's going to line them up. Belina's going to take down 2, and now it's just down to these lone 2 CTs remaining on 27 HP total. They will just hold on to these UMPs because it's probably more worth it than just conceding it to another QB.F round that was going to be basic. It will be a 9th round on the board for the T side. As once again, Belina and Co make a bit of a habit of killing chickens. I think Kvik may have got another frag as well. So outside of the 2 that he knifed, that's 3 total? Would have thought after his unlucky stretch in that CT round he would have learnt his lesson, but apparently not. Same thing for Belina. Nine rounds on the board for the T side. Thank you, Razer Synapse, for letting me know that I have an update available. If any of you hackers out there would like to exploit my PC, then my IP address is 192.168.2.1. I really hate it when that happens. That's been happening so much more often recently. And it's quite annoying when I'm in the middle of a stream casting for you guys. Early into this round, frags going to the favour of the T side, as you would expect. Red Reserve are on a basic eco. And the UMP for DJL is all that shall remain here for the CT side. Shut down, Belina. Does look for the frag, he does find it. And yes, I know it's the local IP, that's the joke. And actually it's 0.1, not 1.1. Right, AWP out for Relaxer, peeking up towards Banana. CTs once again have this 3-2 split favourable to the A short position of Quad. Plus actually boosted on top of Quad. They haven't got that vertical crossfire locked. Flashbangs will go through from QB.Fire. They will try and look on through, and Kvic's actually going to fall for it. Plessen and Vatten, 2 frags apiece. Belina. Shots on shots. Boomich is the only man to get a frag for the T side. As Button continues the defensive line. Freddy Frog will fall. Now it's a frag apiece for the remaining 2 T-side players. Boomich is still looking for Plessen. He's finally spotted him, but not before he gets dinked down of his own accord. And Relaxer will trade him out, so it's all Belina. Mac 10 in play, still dodging bullets from this AWP, but the USP seriously tagged up. Will be able to finish the job on Belina. Thank you very much for the nice comments, guys. It's been a long day. And it only continues tomorrow, I do believe, with our semi-final match, I believe. We'll find out later. For now, it is just a quick start once again. AWPs for both sides try and peek up and find the early advantage. Pleasant and Freddy Frog towards long. Freddy Frog here in this cubby corner. Seeing very little use of this particular part of the map all day today, actually. And if QB.Fire push in, because you can see on the map, they're all just here towards this top mid position. Relaxer here with this AWP could completely pull attention away from this one position. Kvic's going to peek up. Freddy Frog's ready and waiting. Oh, the flash timing's perfect, but it's even better for him. He gets one, but not much more than that. Boomich, 4 versus 4. As he trades out that lone player, and Belina keeps up the pressure, hearing the shots with the AWP. Relaxer just going to peek on through, but Belina directly in the firing line, stays alive just for a moment, spotting Button and getting back behind the CT line. Button goes down now, then this could be the end of it right here for this round, but so far he's keeping himself in play, and Belina's going to get caught off guard by Relaxer and peeked up by Pleasant. Unfortunately, the perfect setup from QB.Fire has gone oh so horribly wrong. Button alone on the site will get dealt with, but the bomb will get planted. And Jumquat, the main man with the most amount of HP for QBF, and that's not saying much, will hold down the defensive, but Waterfalls still picks up an AWP kill and Relaxer. Pleasant trades him back, so it's all Jumquat. 1 versus 2. Headshots to find a plenty spots Pleasant, but he can't do the kill. He can't take the kill. 3K for Pleasant overall. And once again, the guys in our Russian studio are still having PC update problems. So unfortunately, we're still going to have this issue on our clean feed stream. Oh, jeez. It's been a fun night. Just, PC tech problems galore. Jeez. Right. Red Reserve with the defuse, equalising the scoreline to QB.Fire. Two SMGs, 2 AKs in play for the T side. And the Mac 10 also for Boomich. They're going to go straight up towards Banana. Is this a rush? This is a rush. Relaxer is getting completely caught off guard by a rush, but the AWP could still line up some good frags. No, he only gets 1, and DJL and Relaxer fall extremely quickly. QB.Fire, how have you managed to do this? I don't know, but it's worked. They've got the bomb plant. They've got the site. Red Reserve are a man down. And this beast-like retake is off before it's even started. This will be 11 rounds on the board for QB.Fire. That leaves only a single round of loss bonus for the Red Reserve squad to be working with. With these 3 rifles, I mean, like it will be looking a little bit decent. Actually, DGL and Relax are not going to force around these rifles. They're just going to go in with an eco. CZ, PT50. I guess they couldn't get much out, but, you know, even to have the armor at the very least. Try and support those main carries for this round for Red Reserve. Would have been kind of nice, but that's the buy that Red Reserve have gone for. So they put a lot of faith in Pleasant, Freddy, and Button to try and do the damage here with the AWP, the M4, and the FAMAS. Minute still left to go. Smoke down, covering off Pleasant. That's a decent start from QB.Fire. DJL is definitely ready for this. CZ here on the box corner. Ready and raring to take down some T-side players as they cross, but they are playing carefully once again, slowing things down after the rush in that last round. And Red Reserve this time are a lot more prepared for it. Relaxer and DJL, both the pistol players, ready to lock the cross. The execution looks to come through. Two other T-side players have pushed up aggressive towards B Banana, but no rotations have been called for it. The P250 spammed its way on through. Relaxer desperately looking for a frag, and unfortunately DJL will fall. It's all Pleasant to defend the bomb site. 20 seconds remain. Smoke goes down. Kvik plants for default. Completely covered off the AWP. 3 versus 4 situation. And actually the T-side will go hunting. Look at Jumqua aggressing as Red Reserve fall back away into the B-bomb site. Barton, Pleasant, and Freddy don't really have much of a choice, but if Jumqua takes one of these guys out, then this is just going to make the buy even more awkward for Red Reserve in the next round. And of all players to pick off, it had to be the M4. Pleasant next up. Will Jumqua win this one out? Will Barton even peak? T-side crawling all over this bomb site. Pleasant's ready for it. Spots one man. Can't take the firefight, but Kvik knows where he is. He'll just hide. He'll just wait. The AWP stays in play alongside that FAMAS, and the rest of the players have stacked money lines now. They can buy into the M4s. DJL, Pleasant, and Freddy. M4 A1Ss to spare. Red Reserve do kind of need to take a round relatively quickly here. They do need to hold some foothold over the QB.Fire side. Minute and 15. Still left on the clock, the default. Ooh, Freddy Frog. No, the timing, he switches out to utility, but still makes one frag work, but it's not good for 2. And with Barton also falling, that leaves one man left on the B-bomb site to try and defend it. He may be seeing the full frontal force of the T-side push here. They've still got utility. They've still got 3 smokes. It looks like they are setting up for the execution set. Here we go. DJL's alone. Spots the first man. Tap down, head off. As Waterfall shuts him down. It's Relaxer and Pleasant to save their guns once again. Red Reserve cannot afford to just throw themselves at this retake. 13 rounds will be on the board for QBF. And now things are starting to look dire for Red Reserve. They will be on 3 rounds of loss bonus, but after an investment here, it shouldn't be a buy. They could force it. They could force the buy up. The question really remains for them, is it worth it? Can they justify a buy like this? Let's see what they decide. Limited cash. No drop rifles from Relaxer or Pleasant. Armor will come out for DJL. P250 for him. Freddy Frog and Button. Just an Eagle, just a CZ, and a bit of Kevlar as well for Button again. So a half buy, if you will, for the Red Reserve players to reinvest. Relaxer Orb straight up, though, takes down Boomich to kick things off. He burns alive, he takes some damage, but he stays alive for the most part. And the first frag goes to the favour of Red Reserve. Quantum Bellator Fire down by a man. Push coming in from the T side. Red Reserve have Relaxer back over towards this A bomb site. They've actually put 3 players here, with Plesson going to go ahead and rotate to support DJL with an M4. 50 seconds remaining for the T side to push in. Red Reserve are ready for this, but ooh, look at this. They've initially gone towards B, rotated towards A, and now rotated back to Banana again. Plesson may not be ready for this. There's no utility either, so they can't exactly grenade that corner. They will boost him up, though. Plesson's ready for the Epsilon stack. DJL also here to cover it off. Jump was spotted, sprayed down. Belina looking in. He'll finally deal with him. It all comes up to the lone man left. Freddy Frog will rotate, but he gets dealt with. DJL still tapping away with a P250. Gets himself 2 frags, and the third with a pistol. And Quantum Bellator Fire fall at the seams to the hands of DJL, who was on fire in Cobblestone, and now he's come to life when his team needed it the most. Unbelievable stuff. What the hell? And people say the CZ needs a knob. Focus fire on the P250 for a little bit. Actually, to be fair, that was a pretty lucky situation. I don't think the P250 does need enough. It's only the CZ. But enough pistol talk. Let's get to the rifles. Here we go. AK recover for DJL. AWP staying in play. 3 M4s bought, and Quantum Bellator Fire going for the straight-up execution rush. Forced back by counter utility once again. The AKs in this AWP suppressed towards the sandbags and towards the stack position of Banana. A minute still left to go, and Buttons actually bracketed them in. Quantum Bellator Fire do this a lot. They go for the initial push. And they back right off, so maybe you could stall them for a couple of seconds, get some frags, thin them out as they rotate, but no, they're going to commit to the B-bomb site, and DJL's going to spot them, take himself 1, but that's backed up by the rest of the CT side. Plesson with 2, Freddy with 1, Waterfalls alone, and Button makes the backstab work. It's 12 on the board for Red Reserve. And a pause must come through from Waterfalls. Tactical in nature. You expect it to be so because, well, that was a very solid hold there from the CT side. Which has brought them back into this match after Quantum Bellator Fire were breathing down a reset potential. And going into the home stretch now. They have been forced down. So the AWP, the 3 AKs, and the MAC-10. Red Reserve still have 4 rifles alongside the AWP in play, and Relax is going to go straight in. Counter flash back by the Quantum Bellator Fire side as they go into this aggressive Banana default once again. The flashbang does separate the 4-man stack as 1 man does rotate. That's Button to go and support Freddy Frog. He's wrapped back away once again. The exact same QBF default we've seen time and time again. Aggression into one side of the map. Give a lot of info up to Red Reserve and just pull right away. Bomb yet to commit. As the T side look to commit to the A bomb site. Peaks coming in from Waterfalls. Kvik's also here, ready to go. Relaxer with the AWP is ready to shut them down as they make their way out. Counter Molotov going to be there to try and shut them down. It actually lands in the smoke, so not really much coming out, but here we go. Smoke's going together. Button going to use an incendiary to keep them suppressed here towards short. They're trying to stall for as much time as possible. They've got 3 players here, and shots ringing, but True, Button and Freddy Frog. Crossfire down. They take themselves 3, 4 frags between them. Waterfalls alone with the AWP, connects it on 1. Damage done. Freddy Frog's going to suppress him, and the bomb is in CT control. A 1 versus 5 quintessentially. And 10 HP to spare. It's not going to happen. As we go 13 to 13, Red Reserve have shut down QBF's push 1 more time. And even when the Swedes looked like they were out of the game, they have stayed alive here. Buyouts. Rebuys coming in from Red Reserve players that fell. 3 rounds of loss bonus for QB.Fire. The CZs, the P250s, they are going to invest into this one. QBF want to try to steal this away. They're going to go for another rush. This worked out well with rifles, but with CZs, it may be a different story. Grenades through, damage done. Relaxer gets 1, Plessing gets another. And Red Reserve once again ready for the aggression this time. Porno's actually going to be able to take down Plessing. He's very, very low and completely blind. The M4 turns onto DJL, but DJL trades him right back out. 2 versus 4. Kvik down by Freddy. And Waterfalls is alone with the AWP. Knows where 1 man is. Spots Freddy. Quick scope. Trying to take him down. No, an itch to the right-hand side. And Red Reserve lock it out for their 14th on the CT side. Another pause to come through for QBF. What is going through their minds? You've got to think about buy strategy. They've got to think about a lot, to be honest. It definitely feels like they've exhausted their playbook. And they go for the exact same default every single time. They push a lot of players, a lot of presence towards this B banana setup. And they pull right back or otherwise commit to it. And Red Reserve can connect the dots based off the information they're seeing. This time, however, it's just the utility from QB.Fire. Boomich is the only man here. This time they set themselves up towards second mid, but 1 minute 20 still left as they rotate back through towards the mid position. Okay, starting to see some variety here. A minute to go for QB.Fire's push. They've got 4 players to do with on the A site as Red Reserve has stacked this one up and appropriately slow. Seconds remaining. The M4 is trying to dip in. DJL's trying to get a kill 45 seconds left, and the T's will actually rotate towards the B-bomb site. I think they've had a bit of an information change. A change of heart. And all they've got to do is deal with Relaxer, a solo AWP for this B-bomb site. Here we go. First face is Waterfalls. Flashbang blinds Relaxer off, and rotations are slow. Red Reserve aren't coming to help him. They might be playing retake for this round, or are they even confident to do so? The bomb will get planted. The CTs will rotate to support their main AWP. 5v5. No man has fallen yet. But yet is the key word right there. Waterfalls and Vic holding off from the Coffin's position. They may just boost on top of each other. Be wary of Relaxer. Ooh, shots coming in through the glass. Can't quite get it. Now Molotov to try and push them out of position. Red Reserve have taken their time, setting themselves up. They've got to make this push work. Kavik takes down DJL. Here we go. Relaxer trades right back. Freddy Frog, Jumqua, Boomditch. They all trade, and Relaxer's going to be the lone man left with a pistol and a dream. Diffuse kit in hand, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Bellina's going to peek it. Relaxer takes him down, but he's got no time. A 4K hero-like clutch for the CT, but not enough in this case for the Swede. As QB.Fire equalize once again. What a manic retake. And Red Reserve are punished again for their complacency in setting up their pushes. That was punishing them on the T side. So many chances. They were running the clock down on their bomb site pushes, and they were losing because of it. And this time, the exact same situation has been replicated on a CT retake. We'll go to full 30 rounds. Go, push coming in, the T side. Their default's much more aggressive this time. This feels like it's a commitment to the A-bomb site, but as we've seen from several different times, just because they pushed up a position doesn't mean that they're going to commit to it. The bomb on the back of Jumqua, he's the far back man. Seconds to remain. Molotov's coming through. Incendiary is keeping them at bay for as long as they can. Red Reserve want to stall for this one. Waterfall's going to peek. Spams come through. Here we go. The split onto the site. Freddy Frog spotted. Head taken off his shoulders. One more Mandibles back in the site. DJL's dealt with. Button still here. He takes himself 2. And he gets himself 3. Maybe 4. Not quite. Kavik will deal with it and turns 180 onto Plessen. It's all Relaxer. The AWP of Red Reserve for a retake that surely they can't afford to lose here. AWP in play up against an M4 and an AK. He will peek into default, but he flicks right past Boomich. And Boomich will take him down 15-14. And Red Reserve are now strapped for cash. They have to force buy it. There is no choice. But Quantum Bellator have finally found the advantage, the match point they need to win this one. Up out for Waterfalls. 2 AKs, 1 M4 and a UMP, and 2 Mag 7s for Red Reserve. Got 1 towards apartments, button ready for Kavik to round this corner. They did have 1 pushed up aggressive towards sandbags of Banana. Actually, I think Relaxer was holding back behind the stack as well, but pushed up nonetheless. QBF. Ooh, Plesson's going to get the first frag as they aggress towards the apartments. They get shut down. First man is out of action. This isn't over for Red Reserve. Not yet. EJL will stick on to Flower Pot boost. Here we go. Molotov's going down. Grenades, flashbangs, smokes. Relax is still close, trying to look for a buckshot blind. DJL goes falling. 4 versus 4. Relax has got to hold this one down. He spots Jumqua. Buckshot to shut him down. Look for the second man. Belina gets tagged up, and Relax is just trying to stay alive. He does get taken down, but Freddy Frog and Co are here to support. And oh my god, Red Reserve will stay alive. We are not done yet. As we go to overtime, the Swedes hold on for tournament life in the Bets.net Challenger playoffs. Oh my god. Overtime up to play. We will have a winner before the night is done. We will have our first 2 semi-finalists before that point as well. MR3, 10K. 19 is the magic number we are looking for. The double AWP setup from Red Reserve. Seen very little of this from the CT side. Especially on Inferno. Both sides have been just clamoring for cash throughout the entire point of relegation. Warp on the cross. Relaxer, a tight angle to be held as he holds down the brunt of the B site defensive. He could meet a number of T side players. Spots the first man on the cross. Gonna relocate with his Dragon Law. I wish I had a Dragon Law, but Relaxer would definitely do a much better job of using it, as he proves to take down Jumqua. Kicking things off in overtime to the favour of Red Reserve. Gonna peek back through this smoke. 5-on-4 situation. A 50 seconds marker does tick by. Bomb still committed towards B, Banana, and now with Waterfalls and Evic making their way to back it all up, it seems like this is what the play is. Smoke down, going into CT, cross the AWP, challenging the AWP. Relaxes here, he's got himself 2, he's got himself 3. As Boomich and Waterfalls fall! Relaxer blind, looking for his ace, and he'll find it! Oh my god! What the hell was that? We did lose 1 man for the Red Reserve side, but it wasn't to a kill. It's a disconnection, so we'll get him back. Oh, Relaxer, please, you're going to give me an aneurysm, I swear to God. Just when you thought, right, it wouldn't get much better. I was not expecting this CT side to come alive like this, but absolutely ridiculous. On the CT hold solo from the AWP. Oh, man. I would like to see what our observer is trying to show us here with the charts, but unfortunately, I understand these about as well as I did line charts in GCSE maths, so yeah. Currently, it's quick sit rep for you all. The Red Reserve player that is missing. Hold on, just still getting confirmation on this. Hold on. Okay, Right, so Button is quickly resetting his internet. Apparently there has been some major crash of his internet equipment, similar to what we had earlier on in the night during the break between the second and third map of this particular game. So just give him a quick chance to reset his router. We'll get straight back into the matchup. Obviously, this overtime is kicked off with a bang. Actually, 5 bangs from Relaxer. So bear with for just a couple of seconds, and Red Reserve will get themselves back in. But you can imagine QB.Fire will be a little bit miffed about the way that whole thing has gone. What on earth are they doing? What? I'm very confused. Sorry, because this is not me, right? I've got a clean feed from the Starladder studio where they're producing the Russian stream right now. And I've just been seeing this all night, just, you know, random drawings. We had someone draw out a smiley face to present the the default setups of the CT side on Cobble. And now they're just drawing, I guess probably to teach you all about the timings of various different positions and travelling to them on the map. For example, to wrap around the entire of the map through the second mid, through apartments, out towards Arch on the B site, wrap around the fountain and back into T-spawn, takes exactly 58 seconds. So there you go. I did not know this. Admittedly, though, I don't know how true to life that is, since it looks like it actually may have cut through the water bit of the fountain and not gone around the whole perimeter. So maybe plus or minus 2 seconds, give or take. So we'll put that out there for now, as we have some extremely sick flybys from our observer. This is great for me, to be honest, because I've never worked with a clean feed, so I actually had no idea what to expect coming into this broadcast. Ooh, that is not a pretty side. Let's not look at that. Yeah, thank you, guys. Again, for those of you who are questioning why we're flying around the map and clipping through walls, Button's internet has crashed, so in a couple of moments' time, hopefully soon, we should be able to get him back into the game. Of course, that's all we are waiting for, just him. Honestly, this flybane looks about as twitchy as me trying to aim in deathmatch. Right. Since we'll be here for a while, I'm going to go ahead and bring up my tab for the stream so I can see the lovely chat. I've had you covered up by statistics for the past few rounds. Since I'm running out of content, I just figure, let's have a chat. Me and you, right now. Let's do it. Caster sounds like Greek god. I have no idea who that is. I apologize, but I have no idea who that is. Stop the match? No, that's stupid. Should definitely keep this match going. We are at the very pinnacle of this match right now. We are in the second round of overtime. The moment a CS caster goes from being a caster to a streamer. Sounds like it. Thank you very much for the nice comments. Tell us a story? A story. Ooh. A story of what? What story can I tell you? So you put me on the spot right now, because I have a bunch of great stories, but just to pull them out from my head isn't very good. I can't just do it very simply. How are you? What are you doing for the Easter days? I am doing casting. I am doing tons of casting. I am casting the entire playoff series of the Bet.net Challenger Series on my own, essentially. Bananas on pizza or have potatoes? Potatoes every day. Bananas on pizza is disgusting. You should not put veg on pizza. Just don't do it. Is this shroud casting? I've heard this quite a lot, but I've never heard the similarities between myself and shroud. I've also heard nothing as well, but I don't understand where that comes from. Maybe it's because of the raspiness of our voices, but outside of that, it's just exactly the same thing. It's not the same thing at all. Ever cast the major? No, I've not. I wish I could, but I think I'm a little bit far off till I get to that point. Pineapples on pizza? Get out. Just get out right now. Just get out. Worst food I ever had? Oh, jeez, there's a lot. Where to begin? I had snails before. On a trip to Germany, they had a French restaurant, and I tried snails. Actually disgusting. So, yeah. I think that's probably down there, but there's a few. I'd have to like just flick back through the memories. Remember me when you cast that major? Zorlak, I'm getting you a free ticket, mate. I'm getting all of Rival a free ticket, so don't worry, mate. You're sorted. Snail are amazing. I know. I can't agree with that. It's just, I'm not sure if it's just because of the concept of actually eating snails, or just the taste itself, but I just, yeah, I just did not like it at all. How to say boom before? Boomich. I thought it was boom bitch at first, but apparently that's not correct. I want to give a big shout out to the guy who was in the chat earlier who was telling me how to actually say boomich and Belina. Or was it Belina or Velina? Snails taste like rubber balloons. That actually is about as accurate to the taste of it as I think you could probably get. It was not nice. Then again, it may have just been that one restaurant. I had it once. It was not nice. Thank you very much for the nice comments, guys. I really do appreciate it. I am trying to fill as much as I can here. So keep your questions coming. I'll be sure to answer as many as I can. Was it rubbery or like butter texture-wise? It tasted rubbery, but it was kind of I don't know how to describe the texture. I think it may have been overcooked because it was kind of crunchy and black, so yeah. Again, I don't think I'll ever have it. Have I been to the US? Yes, I went to the US back in 2007. I was very, very young, and I went to Disney World in Florida. It shouldn't be crunchy. Right, well, that place overcooked it. Pretty bad. A big shout out from our Russian observers for our sponsor for this tournament, bets.net. Yes, thank you guys. Providing the prize pool for the Challenger Series and the opportunity to compete at LAN at the bets.net Masters in Kiev at the Cyber Arena where the most recent Star Series was taking place. So, one big shout out to bets.net. I would sell out a little bit more on the English stream, but because they trade in rubles, I imagine most of you probably won't be using it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how else to put that out there. Got some stars coming out as well. Wow. Artiste up here in the observers box. Shekels? Is it Shekels or is it Rubles? I'm pretty sure it was Rubles. I have been to Russia before. Or am I thinking of Belarus? It was also at Belarus. So actually... that's actually a very good question. Is it... I'm going to Google this real quick. Hold on. Currency of Russia. No, it is a ruble. It is a ruble. There we are. I knew it. Is there a time limit in what amount of time he must get back in the game? There will be a call being made at some point when it gets to being a really unreasonable situation where I believe Red Reserve can play 5 versus 4 if their 5th can't get back in. I think the only exception to that is if it is a... what's it? Is if it's like a Steam issue, like if Steam's gone down, for example, or if it's during... Ooh, actually, it's Tuesday. Is Steam in maintenance time? Surely not. It can't be now. It's only midnight where I'm at. That's a good question, actually. I'm not sure at the moment. Favorite CSGO Pro team? Probably Reason Gaming, I think. The original Danish roster that competed in one of the first couple of majors. Mainly because actually I know the former owner of Reason Gaming. It's a really good personal friend of mine and actually got me involved in esports. Pretty much to the point that I'm at right now. So it was all thanks to him that I started off. So kind of a bit of a blast from the old past right there. But massive fan of Reason Gaming. Steam status does say that it's up, by the way, according to my side. So just getting an update from our admins, they say that he's just getting himself back in play. So with any luck, in the next couple of minutes, it should be appearing on our screens right here. And Red Reserve will continue in this overtime alongside their full 5-man roster. They called me and said we need a replacement. I'll be connecting in 2 minutes. Big Mac the God standing in for Button for the overtime of this final match of the day. Would you say the caster career was worth trying? That's a very difficult one to answer, to be honest, because, like, I've always been a talkative person, and I've always been an entertainer to a certain extent. Actually, before I was doing casting, I was actually involved in radio, and I actually did a lot of small radio jobs in and around the United Kingdom. Here we are. He's back in. We've got Kreese, actually, to stand in, so there we are. But no, I will wrap up this little point real quick about the casting thing, because for me, it's perfect, because obviously I'm a talker. That's what I've learned how to do, and I've been studying the art of talking for basically a long time in my life. So I'm coming from a very biased position when it comes to casting. My personal instinct is that if you come in to the into the casting world, be ready to talk a lot, and if you believe that you can do it, then go for it. There's nothing, you're not losing anything by going for casting. That's definitely how I felt when I started off. So, what you have to lose, especially if you just go into it part-time initially. If you commit full-time, then, well, you do have a little bit to lose. But initially, that's all we got. Okay, here we go. Kreese going to be standing in for the Red Reserve roster. Back into the matchup. I can stop filling and doing an AMA. It's going to be the AK-47s, the AWP out for Waterfalls, and the double AWP setup in play for the Red Reserve side. One is on Relaxer. He's playing into the banana position. And Freddy Frog, as you can see, is playing in from the arch side. Casting is my job, yes. I will just add that very quickly. Just to tie up that little point in a little bow. Get straight into the overtime. It's round 2, Red Reserve up thanks to a sick ace from Relaxer. Here we go, Freddy Frog getting the first man. Jumqua is down, and Red Reserve kick things off as they did in that first round with an AWP, and follow it up with an AWP. Freddy Frog 2 kills. DJL comes up on a Boomich. And Kvik and Waterfalls are the last 2. Both held out towards short. They try to take AWP shots. Waterfalls desperately looking for a shot against Kreese. Eventually, Kreese will peek up, shut him down. Kvik gets a double spray. But that's all he will find as Plesson trades him out. 3 players stay alive for Red Reserve. And they get to 17 rounds. Pretty decently unscathed. Did look into my studies. No, actually, really. The esports is like one of the few industries you can get into without having any qualifications whatsoever. I actually dropped out of university partway through to pursue this as a full-time job, so outside of just the experience I already had studying it, obviously, that was the Kvik, first frag onto Pleasant. Things off towards Banana, but TJL with a slam dunk with the grenade, and Freddy Fogg with a follow-up on Waterfalls. Blind through the smoke. It's 2 for 1 to the favour of Red Reserve. And Quantum Bellator Fire are in dire straits here. Lena, Kvik, Boomich. Desperately now need to find their way back into this round, or so help them. Red Reserve will be on... Oh, okay. The artwork's still there. Also help them God, Red Reserve will be on match and map point right here. 50 seconds for the push. Bellina's going to lead the charge in with the AKs. DJL's on the low ground. Free Frog boosted on top of second. The flashbang will keep him blind, but the frags come through for the CTs either way. The AWP, the Molotov, and the AK. Frags for days, and Red Reserve take a very, very flawless half here on the overtime. 18 to 15, 3-0. And going on to this T side, Quantum Bellator Fire. Most definitely need a start. We need to go flawless, as you all note. 3 rounds, 18 to 18 will take us to double overtime, and we'll keep going on late into the night if it's necessary. The Red Reserve haven't seemed not to miss a beat since Kree started to stand in for Barton. The double AWPs will be in play for Quantum Bellator Fire. 3 M4s outside of that for the CTs. Flashbangs over. Jumquist straight in with the AWP, but he's unable to find the first. The Molotov forcing him back means that not much will be found. Also, we peek, it spots out DJL. Trying to get a wall banger. Oh no, it's back! Go away, Windows Update! Please, we're running a production. We're watching some close as hell CS. Flashbangs from QB.Fire are keeping Red Reserve suppressed back here. 2 of them in our position. A minute still remains here for Red Reserve to make this final push in work. Quantum Bellator Fire have 2 to defend. It's Jumquist towards the back lines, picking up DJL, looking for another shot as his teammate will spray. Plesson finally takes the AWPer out to a 4 versus 4. Red Reserve have control of the B-bomb site. Quantum Bellator Fire can't back down from this. They cannot save. They must win it now. The backstab slow from Boomich. Red Reserve suppressed across the board, just waiting for a peek to come through from QB.Fire as they touch victory with the tips of their hands. Plesson close, trying to take a fight against him. He will get it down on Kvik. Relax is there to support, but Plesson's got 2. Relax is looking out the other side as Freddy Frog gets another. And the last man will fall. It's 19 to 15 as Red Reserve take a absolutely flawless half and a flawless finish to the overtime here. And what a match it was to get this far, man. I mean, it was just back and forth, and Quantum Bellator Fire will bow out of this one and bow out of the tournament here in the top 8. That is going to be it from us today. Guys, I'm going to take this opportunity to plug myself. You can hit the you can type !caster in the chat to follow my personal Twitter, because I always do appreciate when you guys have done that. You guys have been an absolutely entertaining crowd to entertain tonight, as well as that giving me some material to work off of on the back of that extremely long pause. I want to thank you all for actually contributing to this to quite a certain extent. So once again, I want to thank you. And actually, we'll give a quick check up to the bracket that we have available. Fours will take on Red Reserve in our first semi-final. That will be confirmed. I believe it's for tomorrow, but we'll find out later on during the stream. Of course, we've also got Fragsters versus Avangard and Spirit versus Godsent later on during the bracket to finish off the quarterfinals. The semi-finals may get changed up a little bit later, but until then, that's going to be it. I am exhausted. It's been a very long day for me personally, so I'm going to head to bed. And once again, !caster in the chat. I want to thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for joining us here in the Bet.net Challenger series, and I'll see you back here for more in the very near future.